Welcome back, guys, to another map first impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at a map called Dreamland. I found this map up under the modhub.us website, and there will be a link to the map in the description below. The map description in the modhub.us site basically goes like this. Hello there, this is my new map for Farming Simulator 17. This map has around 25 hectares of working area. So far I have tested it for about 100 hours. The log is clean. I do not have any problems with it. There is forest and sawmill. I know it has only one silo for BGA, but for me it works great. If you guys want more space for silage, you can always put a placeable silo there. There's lots of free space in the BGA. There are 4 types of animals: chickens, sheep, pigs, and cows. There's objects from Goldcrest Valley and Sosnovka. Hope you guys enjoyed playing the map as much as I did making it. So, let's take a look at the map. So as I do with other first impression videos, I'm going to select our John Deere Gator, and I'm going to pull up the logs. So, the author said that there were no errors, but we've got 2 right here related to water planes diffuse and duckweed diffuse. We have a failed to load collision map, creating empty collision map. Alright, so let's jump in and see what we've got. So it looks like we start here with our Goldcrest Valley house. Right across the street appears we have our silo. And then we have our barn for hay, straw, and grass sales. Here looks like we have fill points for seed, fuel, liquid and solid fertilizer. Let's take a look at the map. Alright, so we have a small map. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. It looks like we have a small map here. It looks like we own field 4 as our starting field, and there appears to be a total of 14 fields on this map. Looks like we have the standard crop types. I do these map first impression videos on hard mode, and on hard mode it looks like we start the map with 0 items in our silo. Looks like we have 3 main sell points along with the BGA, spinnery, sawmill, and the barn. It looks like our equipment has some fair number of use hours and days on it. So we may be best advised to kind of ditch this equipment as soon as possible. I'm going to take out a loan so we can buy some animals on our first look around the farm. So we have sheep, pigs, and cows are all at 0. There's nothing in the water or feed troughs at the start. Excuse me again. Sorry about that, guys. It's like I've got something in my throat. So we have a storage capacity on our farm silo of 100,000 liters. All right, so let's take a look at the starting equipment. So we start with 3 tractors between 125 and 145 horsepower. Again, they all have fairly high hour counts on them, so they're going to have some fairly high maintenance charges right at the start. We have our starting small Case IH 1660 harvester with a grain header, a small tipper, cultivator, and seeder, and of course our pickup and we have some shelters that we could actually sell should we wish. So let's go in here and lease our gator that we're going to use to drive around the map in. Alright, let's keep looking around at our farm here. So it looks like these are the buildings that we can sell should we so wish. And then we'll start out with a nice clear concrete pad to put down whatever kind of buildings we want to put down. Alright, looks like we have our chickens over here. With a standard Farming Simulator 17 chicken coop, or chicken area. Okay. Here's our John Deere Gator at the shop. Let's reset this and see what happens. The vehicle could not be reset. Okay, well let's go ahead and jump in here. Alright, let's drive this thing somewhere, and then let's try to reset it and see if it jumps back to the shop. Okay. Alright, let's hit reset and see what happens. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I had to mute the mic again. So it looks like our reset point may be broken, or there may be no reset point set for this map. So be very careful that you don't lose your equipment down here in the water. We don't want to do that. We don't want to find ourselves with our tractors upside down or in some precarious position where we can't get them moving again, because it does not look like we can reset equipment on this map. So we do have missions on this map. And that appears to be one of the larger fields. And it's 1.72 hectares, so it's just under 2 hectares. So if you like to play on a small map, this may be a good map for you. So here we have our store. Here we have our customizations, sell point. We have traffic on the map. We have pedestrians just walking around here. Okay, here we have our sawmill. Sell point for wood chips. For logs. Here we have a grain sell point. And here's the field that we own, field 4. It's already set up with one of our tractors and a planter. I don't usually do this, but just for fun. We don't have anything in it. I was going to fire off a helper to go ahead and plant that field, but we don't have any seed in it. So it looks like our pig and sheep area is up here on this rise. So here we have our pig area. It looks like the standard Farming Simulator 17 pig area. We have our feed and water troughs here. Liquid and solid manure. This should be where we buy our pigs. There we go. There's our piggies. So on this map we have our water trough inside the fence. It's a nice aspect. You know, you see maps where the fence just ends and then there's a water trough. You kind of wonder, well, what's keeping those animals within the pen? Within the pen. Here's our wool area. Let's hope that's not too low for a sheep to get out. Water and food. And here's where we buy our unload our sheep. Sheep have a fairly nice pen to roam in. So here we have a nice kind of overlook of the map. We're pretty much seeing the entire map here. Because right there in my circle is the shop. So there's the edge of the map. Our sawmill is over here. Of course, the main farm is right there. And it's like the animal building is over here. The BGA. Some sell points. So this is a very small map. Nice and cozy. Something very easy for a single player to use. All the fields are fairly square, if not completely square, so it should be fairly easy for in-game hired help. Sorry. Thought there may have been a nugget there, but it was just that patch of yellow grass. Do not, you don't want to go off the edge there. It looks like a pretty nasty cliff. So we've not found our cattle yet. This is probably a fountain. So here we have another sell point. A cool hat shop. Leland's Hardware. Okay. Just going over here to see if I can find an egg buy point. Here we have a Denton Bakery sell point. This may be rather difficult to get in and out with a large trailer, so you may want to keep a small tipper for selling there. These houses have a nice view of the river here. Excuse me. Trying to come through here. Where we have a floating tree. I don't know if you all see that tree there. A little tree floating. Here we have our animal buy point. Looks like we've rebranded that to Skipuna Pantvia or something like that. Not really sure how you pronounce that particular establishment. Here we have our spinnery for wool sales. Again, we have a fairly tight entrance there. Not a lot of turnaround room, so you're really going to be bringing this in a very short trailer. Maybe you're going to bring it in on the back of a truck bed, like one of those man trucks that's got a flatbed attachment, one of those hook trailers. Or you will be backing it in through that little narrow gap in the fence. Here we have our small BGA with our digestate tank, our single silage bunker, and our Silo King. This may be some of the extra space that the map author talked about having here at the BGA, or possibly there to plop a storage silo down, or a fermenting silo. So let's pull off here. I think that's most of the map. We saw the shop, sell points, the bakery. Yeah, that's up. Oh, we have not seen the cattle. Sorry. Let's go on over here and check out the cattle area. So here's our cattle pen. And we hadn't found an egg sell point, but that looks to be up here at the diner. Alright, so looks like we have here our cattle. Looks like we have an American flag here in the grass, growing. Hello, Mr. Moo Cow. We have a feed trough, we have our water trough, we have our liquid and solid manure. And around the corner here we will have our feed troughs, our feed trough for our power food, TMR, hay, silage, whatever. We have a silage clamp here at the cattle area. So 1.1 hectares, $90,000. Looks like field 11 may be our largest field. It is 2.2 hectares, $179,000. So there doesn't appear to be a lot of free grass on the map. There is ample grass on the map around the fields to get going initially, but it may be that you may be buying fields 9 or 11 to plant grass in for your cows, and you may be using one of these other fields to support your sheep. So overall, it's a small map. Let's zoom this up a little bit. It's a nice map. If I was looking to play a small map, this might be an area that I would be interested in playing. I hope you guys enjoyed this first impressions video, and I hope to see you all come back later. Thank you.